you're not someone I'm going to be friends with, and you get your circle a little tighter.
I like it when the circle is tight.
Oh, I don't even know why I said that. I should have known you were going to say something like that.
What? What's wrong with a tight circle? What's wrong with a tight circle? That was not.
Uh-huh.
I can't say anything on this podcast without being judged.
Well, okay, it's that time again for another What's Your Ness podcast. Hello, everyone. I'm Spence Benny. I'm joined today by my co-host Alexander the Great.
Greatness.
Greatness is in your presence.
Yeah.
And we got some things to talk about. It's gonna be an interesting day. Well, what kind of Ness do you think we should talk about today?
This particular Ness I want to talk about today, I think it's something that I've dealt with. I'm sure everybody else has dealt with, and even probably been a part of before. And today's Ness is jealousness.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. I'm saying sometimes you're a part of it. Sometimes you're a victim of it.
Yeah, you're the target of, or the whatever, the idol, or the whatever's being jealous, coveted.
Coveted. Oh man, I like to be cuffed, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cuffed and stuffed.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Do it, baby.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of why I didn't say the whole. Alexander the Great, founder of Ness culture, because I'm slowly trying to convince everyone that I'm the founder of Ness culture, because I'm so jealous of your successful clothing brand with all these dope hoodies like the ones we see behind you.
Yeah.
So,
but
I need to get over that. I got to get over that.
I should have brought a green hoodie. Maybe we should do green next time. For the envious, jealous way that you feel about me. Because you're so jealous of me because my cockness is so big.
Wow, you took it there, didn't you? I thought we were never going to speak of that measuring thing that we did. But anyways.
Hey, bro. When you win, you got to brag about your wins. You got to brag about your wins.
My God. Well, I got the definition here. Are you ready for this definition?
Yeah, let's get definite.
Okay, so this is from Free Dictionary, because for some reason Oxford was trying to make me pay to look at the definition. But jealousness, well, it just has the definition of jealous. So, fearful, well, it says jealousness, but it says, fearful or wary of losing one's position or situation to someone else, especially in a sexual relationship. Mm-hmm. Her new boyfriend was jealous of her male friends. Yeah. Envious or resentful of the good fortune or achievements of another.
See, envy is that's why they're so close. Yeah. I didn't realize that envy is in the jealous definition, but let's read all the forms. Yeah. Envious or
having to do with arising from feelings of apprehension, bitterness, or envy, jealous thoughts. Mm-hmm. Vigilant and guarding something. We're jealous of our good name. I didn't know about that one. And then intolerant of disloyalty or infidelity. Autocratic, a jealous god.
I didn't understand that last one.
I don't know. There's a lot of definitions. I feel like it pretty much covered it with the first couple, though.
Okay.
And it actually has this longer definition down here. It says, for jealousness, traditional usage holds that we are jealous when we fear losing something that is important to us, and envious when we desire that which someone else has. Mm-hmm. In this view, one might experience jealousy upon seeing one's spouse flirt with another because of the fear of losing the spouse, while one might experience envy upon seeing a friend with an attractive date because of one's desire to have an attractive date of one's own. Mm-hmm. So that's, I'm not going to read the whole thing. But
that's a good distinction. The distinction of jealous versus envy.
Yeah.
Because they definitely blend together clearly, because the definition had envy in it twice.
Yeah.
It had envious and envy in separate versions of the definition. So that's very intriguing.
But I think the fear of loss thing, I mean, that's definitely like what I'm definitely not going to talk about today, and what I've experienced like in my past, and like more recently, like encountering a very jealous person. And
what? Somebody was very jealous.
Somebody was very people be jealous.
They be jealous of you, bro.
It's like kind of flattering, but it's also fucking terrifying.
It is.
It is.
Okay, hold on. Before we get on this, I gotta ask you a question.
Ask me a question.
Cause this shit only happened to me once.
Uh-huh.
And it's because a fucking adult, like a 40-year-old, 50-year-old person got into my business.
Mm-hmm.
But have you ever had a chick break some of your property?
Ooh. Knock on wood, not yet. I've had a chick take a bunch of stuff from me, like, years ago.
I had a chick take my dick before.
Well, after the dick part, like, took physical property. But
did she take the dick too, though? Because I had a chick take my dick. Like, I was drunk, passed out, and she took it.
it was gone. Like,
I couldn't see
removed
it. I couldn't see it from where she was.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying.
No, I know. You've had someone break your property?
Yeah, I had a chick break a window on a rental because somebody else. So, nah, we'll leave that for another show, another episode. I'll speak on this thing. You guys hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know.
If I hold on. If I ever bring up one of my car windows got broke, it's this exact same story. Because it only happened to me once in life. But I'll save that story for another episode. This is not for this episode.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Actually,
I want to hear it.
Actually, that's a lie. Because the shit was some jealous shit. I got to tell a story.
Tell the fucking story, please. You can't just tease us like that and be like, no, I'm not going to tell it now. You go talk about whatever.
Okay. So, here's the story. It was my 21st birthday. I was going to Vegas for my 21st birthday. I was knocking down this chick, and I was like, hey, you want to go to Vegas with me? Because I'm going out there for my 21st birthday. She's like, yeah, I'll go with you. So we're getting closer to the time, and I just don't like the way she's setting it up. And I feel like she's dragging her feet about the situation, you know? And I didn't want to go to Vegas by myself. I wanted to go with a chick. So because it seemed like she was kind of like on the fence about it, even though she was saying she wanted to go, at the time, me and my baby mama were not fucking with each other, but my daughter was like fucking 2 or something, you know, because I had my daughter young. So I just asked my baby mama to come with me. And I had my baby mama come with me. But somebody who was living in my house knew the chick that I was messing with, family. And she told the girl who I was out there with while I was gone.
No.
And then the girl got mad at somebody that was close to me that I met her through, talking about like she set her up and had something to do with what I was doing, you know, and came to my house and like knocked out my window and all that shit. Like I said, it was a rental car, but I had insurance, so it wasn't a big deal.
Oh,
but it was just like a whole little thing. Like she came acting crazy, and it was all because somebody who knew my business was speaking on my business to somebody else, and it got her riled up. So yeah, that was and like I said, it was out of jealousy because I was out there with my baby mama, and she didn't, you know.
And so what's the moral of this story?
She kept fucking me, and she apologized, and she said she would pay for the window, but it was a rental car, so it was nothing to pay for, and I had insurance.
Yeah, I was gonna say the moral is always get the insurance on the rental car.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's insane. And well, and you kept messing with her after that.
What I'm saying, shit, free pussy, I'll take it.
Now, see, I can't do it. That's where you and me are very different. And it's maybe because I not threw away, but like I've had a lot of like unhappy years in my life in a very jealous, controlling relationship. So it was very controlling. So when I get a whiff of that shit, not just like a whiff, like I'll talk it out and be like, hey,
So
this isn't cool.
You have jealous PSTD?
I did, yeah. Jealous PTSD?
PTSD? Yeah.
I do.
Hold on. Just so everybody knows.
What?
I just want everybody to know. That's why I said PT a bit D.
Yeah, this is really good water.
Yeah.
It just sometimes makes you talk a little funny. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, we're not supposed to have it in the shot. Damn it.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't have the logo, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that water bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a big old water bottle.
Yeah.
No, but I think for me, it's more like I've seen the level of negativity and the level of and potential things that can go wrong when someone does not have control of their jealousness, especially when it's like unfounded, or whatever, founded or unfounded, whatever. Like if there's like this, like
Okay, okay.
Nonstop need to like obsess over this type of shit, it can get like really weird.
Okay, well,
and I just need to stay away from it.
yeah. Well, let me ask you this question. What are some common signs or behaviors that indicate someone is experiencing jealousness in a relationship? Because I personally didn't have a lot of relationships like after me and my baby mama broke up. When I was young, like I started doing my rap thing and I was just kind of being a rapper for a long time. So I didn't have many relationships. But since you've been in relationships, what are some signs, or behaviors that indicate that someone is experiencing jealousness in a relationship or even a friendship, Because I've experienced it in friendships.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different for both. I mean, I haven't really experienced it in French. Well, when I was a kid, maybe, but I don't know. I need to think about that one more. But in relationships, it's definitely like, I mean, the one that scares me away. I mean, everyone feels jealous, right? Like, it's a natural thing to feel. Like,
Yeah.
it'll happen.
At least pop up.
It'll pop up, yeah. And so my thing is not like, oh, you can't ever feel jealous. But if you don't know how to manage those emotions, I can't deal with it. Like, I cannot be around it because it's like nothing I say, like, it's like getting angry about stuff that doesn't,
yeah, there we go,
that
like
is
what
irrelevant.
Behaviors?
Yeah, getting or calling nonstop, texting, like, where are you, what are you doing, like, getting obsessive about like what you're doing, where you are, who you're hanging out with, and just displaying a fundamental lack of trust, which is like, okay, I get it, like, if you've been screwed over in the past, someone cheated on you, that's horrible, I'm sorry that you had to deal with that emotionally. It sucks, but also, like, if you're going to just not take a leap of faith, if you're in a relationship and, like, value your partner's peace of mind, and you're gonna fucking harass them all the time because, because you're paranoid about past things or whatever.
Yeah, my thing is you can't bring past drama into current situations, because when you bring past drama into current situations, you bring current drama now. I mean, current trauma.
Yep.
Now you have current trauma from past trauma when you didn't even have to have that, because it's like hopefully you learned from that past trauma, and you're picking some better style people to engage your life with.
Yep.
So you can't keep bringing your past into your present, or you're just going to continue to repeat your past in your present. Mm-hmm. And
absolutely.
That's just a word from the wise to a lot of people. It's like, heal from your past traumas so that you can get into a healthy relationship, because now you're healed from that, and now you can see something better for yourself.
Yep. And I think that's true. Like, I had situations when I was younger where I had been cheated on, or someone, like, we'd hooked up, and then it's like, hey, you want to hang out tonight? And then they don't respond, and then I go out and see them, and they're like at a bar making out with some other guy. Yeah. And it's like,
it happens.
It happens. It's life. That shit happens.
Yeah, it happens.
But I'm not going to let that. I'm not going to like obsess over a partner because of that and be like, oh, is she going to be doing that thing that happened to me? And like, I need to check in on her constantly and like, be constantly like on top of her. Like, that's so unhealthy.
Yeah. Well, with that said, can jealousness ever be a positive emotion? Like driving you to improve yourself or a circumstance or something? Like, where do you see jealousness? Do you think that jealousness can be a positive emotion? And second, if you do, how?
I think not, but I think it's inevitable, but it's how you deal with it. Mm-hmm. And I think if you feel that within yourself, like, you need to look at it, like, okay, why am I really feeling this way? Like, what's causing me to feel this way? What can I do about it that's like within my own world? Because you can't control other people. It's like,
no.
Like, if I go to a bar and I see the chick that I like making out with some other guy, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of situations where guys get in a fight or do like all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah, that is true. That is fucking true.
Yeah, and like, it's it's no bueno. But the thing that, as far as using that emotion as a positive, I think it is, okay, jealousness is like a fear of loss, right? Like, oh, I'm so infatuated with this person, I don't want to lose them, but I'm feeling jealous, I'm insecure, I'm worried that I might lose them because of X, Y, and Z. The only thing that you can do is improve yourself and like make yourself appealing in a way that you are confident that, look, this person should choose me, and if they don't, you know, that's how the cookie crumbles. Like that's, you know, it might not have been the person for you. Like,
yeah, personally, just for the type of person I am and how I like to look at macro on a lot of things and like step back and look at the bigger picture of shit, I feel like a lot of jealousness is people not expecting more for themselves. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, if you can be in a situation where somebody is giving you actual reasons to be that jealous, that person is probably not the right person for you.
Yeah.
You know? But then we are so, like you said, we're so stuck on we don't want to lose what we have. Like a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. We don't want to lose that bird in the hand so bad. We don't realize that bird is like pecking at our hand, about to gnaw our wrist off. Mm-hmm. When we should just let it go and go back and find a more peaceful bird.
Yeah.
You know, in that bush. It's worth it. Because this bird is literally damaging us.
Yeah.
You know, so I see it as that. It's like a lot of people, well, like I said, me included, you know, like we're all human. And I feel like a lot of us, we hold on to things that are hurting us way too tight. Mm-hmm. You know, like the old saying is, you know, what is it? Envy or jealousy is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like we do that with a lot of relationships, you know, whether it be friendships or, you know, relationships with you know, your significant other.
Yeah.
Because I definitely feel like I've been in not even relationships, been in situations where I had friendships and friends that I think highly of and I fuck with tough. But then I find out later on that they're actually jealous of me in my personal situation. But like I said,
I've actually experienced that in some weird ways too.
Yeah,
it's creepy. Jealousness just creeps me out when I pick up on it in other people. Like I get creeped out.
Yeah, and to me personally, I think it's just it's always seeing somebody else is better than you. So it's like, in my mind, you know, I'm not jealous of them, but I see things that they do that inspire me, and like, damn, I wish I could be like that. But then they see my situation and they like, damn, how did he get that? Or why does he have that? If I had that, I would.
Yeah.
And that's I don't think that's a good place for anybody to be.
That's self-mutilation.
Yeah, it's like if I had that, I would, because you wouldn't. Because you wouldn't even know what to do with it because it's not something that you're used to. Yeah. You would self-destruct just like you self-destructing right now. You have a good friend that cares about you and you're trying to tit for tat. Like I used to tell people, a lot of people, they play defense against the team that they're on. It's like they're keeping track of who has the most points on their team.
Yeah.
When they need to be worried about how many points the team has.
Exactly. So,
you know?
Collaboration and, you know, support. Yeah, it's like, wow, this person got this raise. This person did this epic song or video that blew up, or this person did this or that. Like, I wish I had that. It's like, well, like, if you know this person, like, you don't have to hate on them and bring them down. You could, like, how can I help you on one of your projects? Like, could you help me with one of my, hey, like, I really liked what you did, da-da-da. Like, but when it comes from that place of envy and jealousy, it's like, it's like self-sabotage. Although I do like tits and tats, so I didn't like your...
What?
You said tit for tat, that it's not good. I think tits and tats are all right.
I only have one tat. And you have zero. No. Oh, you talking about...
You talking
about tats on tits?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey. Yeah. Why do you always laugh when I say hey? every time you hear my brain go off, you laugh.
Because I know something's coming.
It's not me, okay? It's two guys here.
It's coming on tatted tits.
No, so funny thing, personal preference, not shunning anyone, okay? I'm not body shaming anyone, okay? And that, but personally, I couldn't fucking like fall in love with a chick with a tat like above her tits. Like,
you don't like the tat on the tit?
No, above the tits, like
above the tits.
Yeah, like the sternum shit that chicks be doing. Like I can't. Like that's a hard no.
I could do it.
Hey, do not come for me. Yes, I have fucked women like that, but I do not relationship women like that.
Yeah, I could relationship a woman like that if she didn't do the jealousness thing.
Oh, jealousness is always your fucking that's the end all be all for you with the
That's
chick.
the topic. It's a big one, and it's not like, oh, the second
That's what she said.
Now you're making me jealous.
Hey man, you saw it during the measuring.
Yeah. You still won't sign the paper. You still won't sign the paperwork for a dick swap surgery that I've been trying to propose to you for the last 6 years.
You know what's funny? I was talking to Drees, and I was like, "Yeah, Drees, man, like asking him about the podcast and shit like that." He's like, "Yeah, it'd be cool and stuff." He's like, "Man, but sometimes, man, I be like some of your clips, man, and I have to jump off of it, blood, because I don't want to fuck up my algorithm, blood, because y'all be talking about some wild shit sometimes."
Sorry, Drees.
He's like, "Y'all be talking about some wild shit, too, rubbing your nipples and shit." He's like, "But I don't want Instagram to think that I like that shit and start sending more of that shit my way."
It's too late, Drees. Mark Zuckerberg's onto you. He
Yeah,
knows
bro.
you're into
We know you like it, Drees. It's okay, bro.
That's hella funny.
Hey, yeah, Drees has been making beats, and he made a fire ass beat for the first time. Like, he's been like doing it, and I'm bluntly honest. So he calls me for like everybody wants to be like encouraging, and I'm not like that. If the shit you send me sucks, I'm gonna tell you it sucks because I'm just that type of person.
Yeah.
So like a whole bunch of people told him it was nice, but then he was like, "I gotta call J-Dub."
Yeah.
And then he called me, and I was like, "I want to shit on you, but this is the best beat you've ever made." I was like, "This is really good." Yeah, I was like, "This is really good." I was like, mixing, he need to mix it a little bit better. But I'm like, just as a beat, like I could take this beat and trim it up real quick, real nice, real easy. Like with the skill set, because I did it for so long, I can really tighten this up real nice. But I was like, bro, this is the best beat you ever made. I'm like, so that's good that he's making progress.
Well, Drees, I've been making beats too, and now I'm jealous because J-Dub's never said anything that nice about any of my beats that I showed him.
Yeah. Hey, man, like I said, I'm honest to a fault.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good way to be, like, because it's like this feedback you can count on, like, and that's what an artist is looking for, right? Like, they don't want people to sugarcoat shit. They would be like, what can I do about this? Like, what?
I had a female friend say that to me. She had posted, some picture or something like that, and I was like, "Hey, you look hella cute in this picture." She's like, "That actually means a lot to me because I know you're not." You're not one of those horny dudes just like, "Oh man, you're fucking hot, chick."
Yeah.
I'm like, she's like, "I know you like genuinely mean what you just said."
Yeah.
And that's how I am. It's like, if I don't like it, if I like you, I won't say anything. Yeah. But like I said, if I conjure up my mouth to be like, "Oh, you smell really good," or "You look really good," I genuinely, wholeheartedly mean that shit. So, I'm that person. And then sometimes, it gets me in trouble because I'm like, "Yeah, you're stupid."
Yeah.
Because I really mean you're stupid.
Well, on the topic of, talking about pictures on social media, do you think social media...
Bro, is Meowcom giving herself head? What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, she gives herself rim jobs all the time.
Okay. All right.
But that's why they're so clean. And then she comes up and licks your face.
That's a clean pussy?
It's a clean pussy butthole. But how do you think social media exacerbates feelings of jealousness? And what strategies could we employ to mitigate its impact?
Hey, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I only know masturbate. I don't know exacerbate. What is exacerbate?
Like make them worse. Like make you even more jealous.
Bro, you supposed to give me masturbate back, bro. I was lobbing you to say something else funny, man.
No, I'm not.
Fuck, Spencer.
We're having a serious...
Spencer, we only have an hour to make funny jokes.
Well, we're talking about jealousness, and this is a very serious topic to me, and I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to exacerbate your masturbation any further. Was that good enough?
Thank you. I appreciate it. But I appreciate you masturbating me back.
Yeah. You're fucking up Drees' algorithm again. Bro, like, we gotta stop.
Sorry, Drees.
Bro, I sent this shit to my friend, and she's like, "Oh my god, you guys, like, every podcast, like, your friend is out of control. Like, it just always goes to, like, dick and tits and, like, shitting and fucking, like..." I'm like, "Yeah, that's the What's Your Nest podcast, but we also talk about real shit in between the shit and the dicks." So,
yeah, in between dicks is real shit.
Yeah.
No, ain't no. I definitely think that social media exacerbates it because what social media does is it takes the highlight reels of people's lives and it puts it in front of you. Yep. And in this, the way we are now, we just scroll it, and we're scrolling everybody's highlight films while we're going through our human shit.
Yeah, it's Instagram reality. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all going through shit. Even the people who are posting shit. Beyonce, Kanye, fucking Lady Gaga, fucking what's the other one? Doja. All of these popular people are going through real life human shit every day. Yes, they have money and they can go to these yacht parties and shit like that, but they're still going through human shit.
Yeah.
If they get sick, they're fucking sick. There's no secret serum that's just gonna fix them.
Yeah.
You know,
cannabis maybe, but
what like cannabis oil? You talking about like cancer or something?
yeah, like CBD.
Okay. No, full spectrum. You gotta go full spectrum.
Yeah, but I totally agree, and I think that it definitely exacerbates and masturbates. You know, especially if you're masturbating to social media, like that is probably is worse because there's like a sexual thing going on, and like it's like all these like hormones are running while you're getting jealous of all these people's like polished lives. But I think you know, as far as like strategies to mitigate the impact of that jealousy, it's just scroll less, or just if you're on there, if you're like you work in social media, or like you need to promote stuff, so you're always on there and need to be interacting. It's just having that recognition that it, like you said, like yeah, people are going through shit, and you know, you're like, sometimes people post like sad stuff that's going on, but for the most part, people are posting like
their
highlights, the best good times and like things they want to remember, things they want to scroll back through and remember and feel good about. Like, I mean, that's what I like with mine is like, you know, sometimes it's like, let me just like go back like few years ago and like see, oh yeah, like I remember that spot, that was cool, I'm glad I put that there, and it's just like easy for me to see. Like this is, I think that's like how it could be a positive.
I fucking was trying to be funny. Well, no, I wasn't trying to be funny, but I only answered the first part of the fucking question. So the second part of the question is strategies to employ to mitigate the impact.
Yeah.
Because I heard you speak to that. So I think the best thing you can do on social media to help you with that is to just not follow as many sites like that. Yeah. Like I unfollowed fucking, you know, Spiritual Word and Justin LeBoy, and I unfollowed all those type of sites, and I purposely follow like motivational, you know, pages. Like just oh man, you know, get to your money today, or 10
get up
ways.
At 4 a.m. and take an ice bath and then
No, I don't fucking David Goggins. I do not David Goggins. I respect the man and all, but he's not even who I look to be. I look up old fat people who deal in finance, because I trade the stock market, so that's who like get me excited.
And you're not jealous of them. You're learning from them.
Yeah. And like I want to help. I want their intelligence to help my intelligence, to help me to be better. So I don't really follow as much as the people that I idolize. Well, I guess I do idolize the financial people, but I follow people who can actually get me better. Because like even me with reading, I don't read books for fun. I read books for information. So like all of the books I have like are how to run a business, how to, you know, better run your life, the Superior Man on how to be a better man, and things of that nature, things that are building me up to be a better person, you know. And I consider that the best investment I have in life, because I'm investing in myself.
Yep.
You know, and I think a lot of people want to invest in other things to try to make money, but the main thing that you should invest in first is yourself, because also with investing in yourself, you're focusing on yourself more, on building up yourself, so you're not being jealous of somebody else and trying to tear them down because of your jealousy.
Absolutely. Like you need to build yourself up within, because I think a lot of jealousy too can come from, you know, especially like it could be friendships, or it could be a romantic relationship where you're not confident about a lot of things, and you're thinking that, oh, I like being around this person, they make me feel good, and then you assign them as like a key to your happiness when you're not fully confident and happy within yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that's what super makes the jealousy thing like go from like regular level to like yeah.
Yeah, no, and I've experienced that to where you had a significant other and they wanted you to make them better while they're not making themselves better. And then if you don't make them better while they're not making themselves better,
they resent you.
You're the problem.
Yeah, you're the villain.
Yeah. And that's a real thing. So while we're kind of like talking about like that jealousy and jealousness, you know, do you think there's a difference between like healthy jealousy and unhealthy jealousy? Like, is that a real thing? Because I feel like people have said that, and
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But
That's a weird thing, because that was literally what was said to me in this most recent thing that I'm still kind of reeling from. And to give like a quick, like, I don't want to like do a full therapy session and tell like the full story, but the essential highlights were like I met someone, we hit it off right away, and it was like a really good vibe. And I was stoked, and we were hanging out for like a week. We were hanging out like every day, like going out, dancing, like kicking it, getting out, doing whatever. And it was like such a great vibe, and I was genuinely fucking stoked. And then after a week, it's just like there was a lot of like just this. Was it an instant shift, or do you think you had signs before, or was it like now they're starting to show who they really are? There probably were signs that I didn't notice because I was so caught up in how positive the vibes were, but. No, it was like it slowly started and it like ramped up. And keep in mind, this only lasted like 3 weeks. Yeah, no, but it was like
I remember you came to me like, hey man, I'm in a situation. I'm like, oh, dope, you're in a situation. And then you were like, and now she's saying that like I lied to her the whole time and I was never into it. But like you could, I mean, all my friends could attest that. I was like, oh, I'm super stoked for y'all to meet this person. This is like really cool. It's moving fast, but like no, but it got like after the first week, it just got like very demanding of my time, like, and I work, I do this, I have other projects I'm working on, I have family, I have friends, I have like obligations. You gotta masturbate, and like sometimes it's like you need we all, but it was like this demanding, and then that was kind of like that was going on, and I was very openly communicating, hey, look, like I have my time, like I had things I need to work on, I'm not going to be able to see you all the time, and like she'd be getting mad at me that I wouldn't text her like the right thing at the right time. It was getting like very strange, and I mentioned that numerous times. She would kind of apologize, but then be like, "But also, you're still wrong." And then the final. Oh, it was a backhanded apology. Yeah, and then the final, like minimizing it, and then the final, the final thing was like I was at work, like a long, grueling job, and she told me like I had been out meeting with some people at a bar to talk about this video project thing I was going to work on for them, and. She knew where the bar was, and I told her, like, oh, yeah, we were, like, over there. And she's like, oh, like, you like to go there because I was there the other night, and the bartender was dressed like a whore, so you just like to go there and lust after those whores, like, da-da-da-da. And I was wow.
Like, yeah, that's like, it was kind of a stretch. And I, like, I was working, so I, like, didn't have time. I was just like, look, I'm at work. I cannot deal with that. And then I called her after and told her, like, how, like, that was like so unfounded and so strange, and like I was feeling weird about these things that were happening. She goes, well, it's only been 3 weeks, so if you want to break it off now, break it off. I said, we probably should. Yeah. And then she cussed me the fuck out. Are you fucking kidding me? Da, da, da. Shows up at my house like a few days later after not talking, and like unannounced, and has still been. Yeah. No, I told my landlord about it, and he actually has security cameras because when his truck got broken into, so we're putting the security cameras this week. Not just for her, but also no, it's for her. It's okay. It's kind of for her. She's the catalyst, so thank you for getting my landlord to up his security. Yeah. But no, like, and she's texting me all this, like, even like the past couple of days, and I'm like, I don't even have a response to say because she's like, you were lying to me the whole time. She like has like this totally different narrative, but because it was so jealous. And then she texted me that she fucked some other guy the day after we broke up. I've had that multiple times where women think that them fucking another man is supposed to like fuck up your mood. I was grateful. I hope that she like bonds with this guy and they have like a much. But she said healthy. She was like, I have my healthy jealousy, and like this guy's a real man. He wouldn't get triggered off of one text. Like it wasn't just one text. It was like a pattern of behavior that I was recognizing and realizing I needed to get away from. But like that is such a strain. Like. And I think a lot of people do have this perception, and it's normalized maybe in media and culture, whatever, that, if I'm acting crazy and jealous about someone, that's a way of showing them that I genuinely care about them. And even if that may be true, like if the person that you supposedly care about communicates to you that makes them severely uncomfortable, gives them anxiety and stress, and like they can't have trouble sleeping and all types of shit because of that type of shit, and respect that, that's not healthy. Yeah. Like it's not healthy to continue that. Yeah. So, it's like... You have to, because I feel like a lot of people have come into situations with predetermined thought processes. Yeah. And what I was explaining to somebody recently is that that's a little bit cool when you're like 20. Yeah. When you're like 19 and you're finding love and you guys are all about to experience adult life together. Yeah, and it's like new feelings. Yeah, it's a new feeling. But once you get into your late 20s, 30s, and you're meeting people, you need to have some bend to your
your shit, because we're all coming in with experiences. We've all been living here for, more than a quarter of a century. And at this point, I've seen stuff. I know things that I like. I know things that I don't like, and you have to be receptive of that with your partner. You can't just come in like, no, this is how I am. That's with men or women. You can't just come in like, this is how I am.
Yeah.
And there's no balance to it. It has to be some type of balance.
And when it's very one sided, and like you're trying to, like, I was like, I don't know, I felt like I was being molded a lot, and there was not a lot of like molding happening, at least from her end, for a relationship thing. It was like this very fixed, like, no, I like you, but you're mine, and you have to be like this way, and like, I don't want you going out and doing these other, like, hanging out with people. Like, now I'm gonna think that, I don't know. And I was in a long relationship where that ended up being the dynamic towards the end. And I do not want to go through that again.
Yeah. And that's real. So, like I said, I don't know if there's a healthy jealousy. I can't really see a situation where there's healthy jealousy, because I know I've caught myself maybe being envious of someone or jealous of someone, and like I said, I hope that immediately, but if not, very soon after, I catch myself in that moment and realize that I have no control over other people, but I have control over myself. So if I'm jealous or envious of something somebody else is doing, I need to get up on my shit and get better and do better.
Yeah.
And
I think that's the only form of healthy jealousy, is like when it pops up, like we've kind of already talked about, is like using it as a way of like, okay, how do I improve myself so that this feeling will pop up less?
Yeah. Like you said, is dealing with it. The more you actually deal with it, like, damn, like, wow, I was really envious of somebody that's a friend. Mm-hmm. I need to not do that, because we're friends. Like, we're friends.
Yeah.
So I should be, encouraging anything they're doing. If they're successful, I'm successful, because we're friends. Like, we're genuine friends. So you can't, try to pull somebody else down so that you feel better about yourself. Making somebody feel worse doesn't make you actually better.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people kind of lean on that, to where they think that if they diminish other people's success, their lack of success is less.
Yeah, it's cutting off other people's heads to make yourself feel taller.
Yeah. That's no way to fucking live at all.
No. So, I mean, and kind of, I don't know, you were saying you've experienced it like with friends and stuff, and this next question is, have you ever experienced jealousness in the workplace? And if so, how did you navigate those feelings professionally? And I don't know if there's any like thing that you want to speak on with that, relating to, doing rap and things like that, because, you guys had some shit that blew up, so maybe there was like weird things that came from that back in the day.
The only way I could say is like jealousness, I think the more or less the workplace jealousness that I encountered was more like competitiveness also.
Yeah.
Like if it was jealous, it could be hid under competitiveness, because it's
which could be healthy if you're. I mean, this is a thing that I heard about the Beatles. Like one of the biggest, classic pop rock bands of all time. That John Lennon and Paul McCartney were very competitive and always trying to be like the better one. That's why they would always be trying to outdo each other, and that helped them make their music so good. So that, in a way, was like a healthy, I don't know if it was jealousness, but like healthy competition.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like if somebody else is looking at it, they would say, oh, that person's jealous of you. But it's like, nah, it's like competitiveness. Like, you don't understand, like, we want greatness. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have anybody else pushing you to be better than you are, you will just see yourself as the greatest, and you won't do anything more to embellish or to seek further, accolades, because it's like, I'm the greatest. Like, why would I go past the greatest? I am the greatest.
Yeah.
So anything I do is great.
Yeah.
But if somebody challenges you, like, oh shit, that was amazing. Like, all right, I need to get back on my shit.
Yeah.
Now it focuses you to create something even greater than you.
Yeah. So that, maybe that's the answer to the previous question of health, like using it as, again, healthy self-improvement and healthy, like, okay, like,
but still, that's not jealousness. Better? I feel that's competitiveness.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. But like they could be intertwined, but it's different.
It's like envy.
Yeah. But I experienced it not so much as me personally, because like when it comes to the working world, like I do not give a shit. Like, just give me my money. da da da. But some people, like, I worked at this company a while back, and I can't say where it was or what it was exactly, but I worked under a guy who was like making a ton of money for the owner of the company, and there was another guy, like, I was new there, I was this one guy's assistant. There was another guy, and they were kind of like competing managers, sort of, and they had like, they did not get along. They almost got in like a fist fight in the office. We're just talking hella, not actually, but they were like talking hella shit, and like,
just going hard.
No one wanted to back down, and
and it be like that.
And that, so I didn't have those feelings that I had to personally navigate, but I know it's very common that workplace, especially in like corporate America, can be like, oh, I want to get this promotion and this raise, and I'm doing that. So not only are you maybe doing better, but the flip side of that is trying to sabotage and fuck over the other person, and then do things that end up hurting the company because you're trying to get this other person to look shittier.
Yeah,
because you're jealous of the recognition that they have. And so that's like really probably the only thing I can think of, and I can't really get into specifics, but other than it was like weird corporate guys, it was kind of funny, these old guys getting pissed at each other. But
yeah. Well, with the jealousness, bro, like, you said you recently got into a situation, and you previously were in a situation where jealousness was a big thing. Like, do you think you like learned anything from it, or do you think they had any real merit for why they were jealous, or was it just them bringing past trauma into their current situation?
Yeah, I think how it appears to me is it's past trauma, but insecurity. But then that's the thing, like, it is like, and that's what's so difficult about it is clearly like this person cares about me a lot.
Yes.
That's what's fucked up about it.
Yes, that's what's crazy about it, bro. It's like but I think that's like a love hard, fall hard type of thing, to where it's like you love hard, and then you self-sabotage it to fall hard.
Yeah.
And then it like continues this cycle of you loving hard and falling hard, and loving hard and falling hard, and it's what is it called? Confirmation bias.
Yeah, or self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah. To where it's like you're going into these situations expecting something to go wrong.
Yep.
And then as soon as you find an inkling of something's going wrong, there it is. I knew all you were the same.
Yeah. And maybe that could be said for me on the self-fulfilling thing, that, she said that, I mean, she kept saying like, oh, you're going to break it off because of this one little text. I mean, it wasn't that one, but that was kind of the catalyst for me recognizing like, and it was also her saying, it's only been 3 weeks, we could break it off. And I'm like, okay, I guess I shouldn't have accepted the offer, because now I'm getting cussed out every day on text.
Yeah. I've been broken up with before, and then it was like, well, you should have fought. It's like, well, you like, because I'm the type of person, you can't break up with me and then get back with me.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like, personally, I'm a great fucking person. I'm not perfect, but I'm a great fucking person. So if you think that while I'm being a great person with you, that you need something else, or I'm not giving you something, go find it.
Yeah, exactly.
Go find it.
Exactly. And
I don't want to get in your way.
Yeah.
Because one of the sayings I used to have is, I love you enough to let someone else love you.
Yeah.
That's how much I love people. Like, if I really love you, I'll let you find love somewhere else if I'm not the love that you're looking for.
That's how I feel 100%. Like, I think, if it's right, it's right. If those feelings are cropping up, whether they're founded or not, whether it's from past trauma, or the person's actually being a shitbag and cheating, or the person's actually like, or the person just does something, like your partner does something that seems like they may be cheating, that like could be perceived as that. If you're feeling that and it's giving you that negative of an emotion, then yeah, I think like what you said, it's like, okay, you need to find someone that's not going to give you that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Spencer.
Yeah.
We need to do a VOD review.
What's that?
This is a voicemail. Hold on. Oh, I should give some context, huh?
Okay.
Okay, so this is a voicemail I've gotten before.
Okay.
And
is this okay? Are we allowed to do this? Yeah, we're not saying names, right?
I'm saying I'm allowed to do whatever the fuck I want. Fuck everybody.
I'm so jealous of you for that.
Bro, hey, I'm going to just let you know right now, if you don't like what I do, lick the left side of my balls till it get right.
Oh, there it is.
Babe, I know it's early. I don't care. You probably sleep. I don't give a fuck about that. Look, I love you, and I don't appreciate that you just left me hanging yesterday, and you never hit me back. Like, one of my good friends died this week. I was being needy and shit. The day before yesterday, I asked you when I could come back. You said whenever I wanted to. Then I hit you like, babe, can I come live with you for a week? You're like, I don't know, and then you just don't have shit else to say. Look, if Friday is the other bitch day, just say, babe, hey, I love you. I need to go fuck with another bitch that wears synthetic fucking lace fronts so I can be bothered with your dumb ass in a couple days or whatever. Baby, I fuck with the truth. You're babe regardless. I'm gonna come fuck you anyway. Do you not know that I don't care about none of that shit? Like, but don't just be hella insensitive, Alex. That's the shit that be having me spazzing and tripping with you. Like, I thought we were, like, growing and doing better. Like, this the shit. I think you like drama. I'm starting to suspect that maybe you like me spazzing because you make me spazz any fucking way. And then you just be playing me to the left for, like, raggedy hoes.
What
I don't care about them bitches. I'm gonna come fuck you anyway. So I love you. I was calling to say that. And, yeah. Don't take me to the left and leave me on stuff. I don't know. Bullshit. If Friday is my day, just say, bitch, Friday ain't your day. I love you. I fuck with you on Monday or something. Like, don't do that other shit, though, because it's still hella fake, phony, and it irritates me. It makes me want to come fuck and square up with you and whatever bitch you laid up with right now.
Bitch?
But I love you, babe. So just follow me.
What the fuck?
That's bipolar type shit for sure.
No, it's manic.
Manic, it's the same thing. Manic depression.
I know, but I sound smarter if I correct you.
Well, thank you for that. You got me jealous once again. Well, don't fucking correct me because you're a fucking piece of that shit for that. But I love you. I want you to come do the podcast again. But fuck you. Don't fucking correct me on the fucking podcast. That's so fucking irritating and disrespectful. But like, I love you. I can't wait to do the podcast with you again, baby. Like, the fuck? So this is what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah,
this is not normal. I mean, this is normal for like maybe it's normal for her, but it's not normal for me. I don't know if it's normal for you. It doesn't seem like it's normal for you.
Yeah, and like I said, that's jealousness. You know.
Yeah.
Like I said, and if you had a conversation with this person and been like, okay, what chicks is he fucking with? She wouldn't have an answer. I'm sure he is. You know, it's like it's no like it's
the Phantom Hoe.
Yeah, the Phantom Hoe is crazy.
Phantom of the Hopra. Yeah, I know. That's our new musical coming out. What the fuck?
But
Jesus Christ.
But
that just gave me anxiety listening to that fucking shit. I'm telling you, bro. Like, I know, like, some guys can deal with this shit. I'm a huge pussy. I can't. Fine. I'm not a real man. So, ladies, if you're like that, please go fuck everybody else and leave me out of it.
Fuck Alex.
Yeah, fuck Alex. Alex loves this shit. So
fuck Alex? Oh, that's how you feel about me? Fuck Spencer.
No, I still love you.
Fuck Spinny.
No, I mean, fuck you, but I still love you.
But yeah, so that's partly, like you said, I feel like that's that same energy you said you were getting, because it's like it's like you have, like I said, you might be emotional, and it's okay for women to be emotional. I'm 100% for women being emotional. I don't mind it. But it's like when you start to push narratives on me that you don't have real evidence for, like that's when I have to be logical, and I can't feed into your illogical emotional shit. Yeah. And then it's like women tend to some women in that moment, they tend to double down, and it's like, you're not feeding into my emotional shit, so it's true.
Yeah. That's what like, that's like the page I'm on right now.
It's like, what the fuck out? I'm letting you, I already told you, I'm like, that's not real. Well, I'm not going to argue with you about some shit you made up in your head.
That's exactly how I feel. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Like, and she was like, you fucking ghosted me. I never, like, talking to someone isn't good. Now I'm ghosting because A, you said that, and B, you accused me of a bunch of shit I didn't do. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to argue and, like, run around in circles when it's clearly you have this story made up. And then, and she said I was gaslit. Like, it's so funny when people...
Gaslighting, oh my God.
No, but people, like... And I'm sure, tons of men tons of people gaslight, but there's like a certain type of situation where like you're in a relationship and the gaslighter will accuse you of gaslighting, like make up all this shit. Like it's like telling a false narrative, like making a false.
I'm gonna just say this, and it's gonna sound very sexist.
Don't be sexist, please.
I said I'm gonna say it, and it's gonna sound sexist.
Okay.
I'm not being sexist.
Yeah.
How could I be sexist? I came out of pussy, and I keep coming in pussies. I obviously love women.
Yeah.
You know?
Jesus. Nobody loves women more than Alex.
No, nobody has ever made love to a woman like Alex has. No one tickles the feet. Only Alex tickles the feet.
The women, they tell me they like the tickle. They like the little tickle on the toe.
They
The
like
tickle,
it when
the
I
toe
do it.
tickle.
They like it when I do it. I promise you.
Plenty of women. They all say.
All the women. All the women.
They tell me all the time they love the toe tickle.
Yes.
Anyways,
But
don't
personally, I'm gonna say it.
say
Personally, this is my personal opinion. Alexander the Great of the Trunk Boys. This is my personal opinion. Gaslighting is a fucking lie. Gaslighting is some bullshit that you can only gaslight a woman. That's how I feel. That's my feelings. You want to know about my feelings? How I feel? I feel a man can't be gaslit. I feel like that's some shit only a woman can say, and they only say it when things that you say they don't believe in what you say.
Yeah. Well, so you know what the origin is of this. So there was a movie called The Gaslight, and the whole thing in the movie was this guy was trying to convince his wife that she was crazy. So what he would do is he would turn these gas lamps down at night and like not tell her that he was doing it. She would say like something's wrong with the lights, and then he would like turn them back up without her knowing, and he'd be like, "What are you talking about? Nothing's wrong. You're crazy." So the whole premise of it is being like so stern about something that you know is clearly false and making someone else feel like they're crazy because like you're like making them question their perception of reality based on something that you're controlling. So a lot of people, I was about to say women, but people in general, but women.
Say it, be sexist.
Well, I've personally, in my personal anecdotal experience with relationships, and it's not like a lot, like most of the women I dated are cool, and maybe we have a vibe for whatever reason, this or that, but in a couple of more toxic relationships I've had, like this one and the one previously that had the fucked up shit, it was like literally false narratives and like berating me, beating me down emotionally, like demanding all this shit from me and making up all this stuff. And then when I'm like, no, this is clearly what's happening, and like I'm not into this, then it's like, oh, well, you're gaslighting me because this situation I made up in my head, you're denying it. Therefore, no, that's not what gaslighting is. I'm sorry. Gaslighting is a term, and it has, but people just heard the term. They used a lot, because Trump literally gaslit. People gaslight, so it was used in the media, it got popular, and now everyone just throws the word around.
But like you said, if you said it came from a movie, and the movie was a man gaslighting a woman,
yeah,
now that's their new thing, And I just personally, like I said, if just like I said, I'm Alexander the Great of the Trunk Boys. I'm saying that if I know something, no one can convince me of something different when I don't have proof that they're right.
Yeah.
So you can't gaslight me.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe lies.
Yeah.
I believe facts, improving facts. So unless you can change facts and bring some facts that I didn't know were facts, and I can confirm that they are facts, because you know fucking scientists that can prove that your facts are facts, but they're lying.
Yeah.
You can't gaslight me.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe lies.
Yeah.
So it's not that deep to me. It's like, oh, because I used to tell people all the time, you're not lying to me, you're lying to yourself, and you're trying to get me to believe it.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel like a lot of people are. It's like, bro, I know you're lying.
Yeah.
But you're trying to convince me that you're not lying.
Yeah.
So you're trying to convince yourself that you're not lying to convince me you're not lying, but I know what a fucking lie is.
Yeah.
So I don't fucking care what you're talking about after the fucking truth.
Yeah.
So it's like, it doesn't matter to me. So I can't be gaslit, because it's like, but also I feel like women use it when it's just perception.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, I'm standing, like, okay, I use this analogy a lot. Say I'm on this side of the street and you're on that side of the street, and then a car accident happens. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that red car hit the blue car.
Yeah.
But from where you were standing, you're like, no, that blue car hit the red car.
Mm-hmm.
From both of our angles, we probably feel right.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that when you say the blue car hit the red car and I said the red car hit the blue car, I'm gaslighting you and you're gaslighting me.
Yeah, but that's how it gets used.
It's just like our perceptions were different. Maybe you turned a second after I turned. Maybe I saw the whole thing and you only saw when the car actually connected, and you realized that, and that I feel like a lot of people use it, just not accounting for somebody else's position in the situation. It's like,
objection assumes facts, not evidence.
Yeah.
For real.
It's reasonable doubt in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
No,
that's, I mean, Man, we're talking about some crazy shit.
Yeah.
This is real shit, though.
Well, with all of that,
Yeah.
can jealousy be a catalyst for personal growth, or like so, well, I guess we talked about that.
We covered that, and I think yes, if you're recognizing it and doing something about it, not just acting on it, and like it's good. Like you need to control your emotions. Don't let your emotions control you, which is easier said than done.
Yes.
Because that's the whole nature of the whole thing.
For men and women. Like I want women. Like I said, I don't like to do the relationship talks because this podcast is not about relationships. But I want to say this to women: men have emotions too. Mm-hmm. Men should not be emotional, but men have emotions too. We're human, you know. So we have emotions. We just have to keep them in check a little bit more than the opposite sex because our chemistry is built up differently.
Yeah.
But I want women to understand that men have emotions, whether we're able to show them because of society and things of that nature. Okay, but we have emotions.
Yeah.
We just shouldn't be emotional.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Ooh, on the sadness podcast, I'm going to talk all about that.
Yeah.
Learning the hard way when you express sadness as a man in our society.
Yeah.
It's a thing that every man must learn. And
I don't fucking.
But that's another topic. But
yeah, it's only me and you here, so it's black and it's white. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm Hispanic. Maybe I'm Latin.
¿Sí?
¿Qué hora es?
No nací ayer.
See, you know more Spanish than me. Nope, I'm not Latin, y'all. I'm black. Okay, he might be Latin though. That was pretty Spanish. That was, are you Argentinian or something? What the fuck was that? That threw me off.
Chilango, cabrón. Yeah.
But
no, I'm not Chilango.
Are there cultural or like societal factors that influence like jealousness? Like, is it perceived different in different cultures? Like, you know. I can talk to black and you can talk to white. Do you think there's differences? You know, because having black friends and I have white friends, do you think there's differences in how people perceive jealousness? Or is it just like,
I don't know. I mean,
the U.S. and like, you know, Europe and Mexico?
I mean, I feel like it's one of those core things that everyone feels and maybe different cultures react differently. Because, I mean, maybe in some cultures it's like more acceptable for it to be like, yeah, this is healthy jealousy, whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, we'll fight and then it's like passion and we'll fucking make up. Like, me personally, I don't know. I mean, I feel like from that voicemail you shared, and that was like so like on par with like my situation, and like but that was like even more into like that was like instant. Like, this is more like there'll be a text of like, but I hate you, blah 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 blah, and then like fucking the next day like, oh my god, like I miss you, and like it's you're so awesome, and then it's like, but you're a fucking piece of shit and you're a liar. Like, but that was like, yours was like a microcosm of it, so I don't know if it's more like like it was like the compressed, it was like that was a minute
version. And 24 seconds.
Yeah,
of just
that was like the movie trailer version of what I've been doing.
Of a roller coaster ride.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. I can't really speak on culturally because I've experienced, you know, people of different cultures and like, you know, like white chicks also, like that everyone has a different perception, and a lot of it is just based on their past and, you know, things that they've been through. Whether or not that has to do with their culture and upbringing is another conversation, but I don't have enough information to really speak on it either way, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, because I could be kind of racist and say that maybe like successful white men, it's a little different, and you know, because you know, white women don't tend to just leave their significant other when they're, you know, well off. And I feel like in my community, it's like, oh, you cheated on me, I'm gone. Like that's like the thing. Like that's like a no fly zone. It's like, oh, you know. But it's like also I feel like it's a class thing more than it is a like cultural thing. Yeah. You know, and that's just my personal opinion. I think when the money is bigger, black, white, green, orange, the situation is different. Yeah. When you're both middle class poor, you expect more because you're getting less. Yeah. You know, in those higher class situations, you're getting more, so you expect less from it because the amenities are better.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, okay, like I can look the other way. Yeah. I can mitigate the feelings because I can fucking eat caviar and go chill on the yacht and do coke.
You know, shit like that. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense to me. I mean, that's pretty much all that any perception that I could really speak on. let's see. We talked about. I mean, have you ever felt jealous of a friend's success or achievements? I feel like we kind of talked about that, and
we did.
It can pop up, right? But it's like you channel it into, you transmute it. That was a good word I liked. Was like transmuting emotions.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that emotion's there, that energy's there. So this can go two ways. This can be, oh, fuck that guy, or like, oh, how do I do this to like improve myself? And I use that, whatever that is that popped up, use it for the positive.
Yeah. Because like you said, I'm human, so I've definitely seen somebody doing something, and I'm like, oh, that's boosie, or they boosie for doing that shit, or whatever the case may be. But it's actually working. And in that moment, like I said, I had to check myself to be like, I think he's wrong, or he's boosie, or he lame, or whatever the case may be for doing that. But I can clearly see that thing that he's doing is working. While I'm over here not being boosie and shit not working. So am I an idiot? Doing something, expecting different results, doing something that's not working, expecting different results, instead of hating on him or being jealous of him because I'm not doing that, I switched my thought process to be like, man, I need to learn from him. Because if that's what people like and that's what people want, maybe I need to adjust my perception of said thing. I shouldn't think of it as boosie. I should think of it that's what successful people are doing, because he's a successful person.
Yeah.
That I know.
Yeah.
That I could go talk to, touch, shake hands, hug, say what's up to. So I need to change my perception to not thinking that this is wrong when it's working.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like a lot of people look at things and they say that's not how you should do it, but they're not doing it better.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I've been through it, like, you know, like when I was younger, like now not so much, but definitely, I mean, you know, just being in like video production and stuff, you know, we'd be in video class and someone would make a bomb ass video that was like way better than some shit that I did. And I'd be like, fuck, like how did that guy do that? But that was very short lived. Like I very quickly learned that like, no, I should like befriend those bros. Like when I was in freaking college, like that was right when DSLRs came out, which were those like photo cameras that look really good with video. Like when you film on them, like they look like movie quality as opposed to little camcorders that I had been used to that I could afford. And people would turn these things into class where it was like, oh, this beautiful landscape that they shot, and I would just be like, yeah, okay, so he's like some rich kid and his parent bought him that nice lens, and fucking everyone's jerking off over it, but there's no story, like it's not interesting, it's just like a pretty shot of the beach or whatever, and like, and I was like a little haterism in myself, and you know, but what transmuting that, I was like, okay, like they can shoot shit way better than me, but they don't have any fucking stories or content, so what do I do? I'll fucking pay them $200 to come to fucking East Oakland and go shoot the kitty cat video in the fucking barbershop. And those were like my boys. Like
Hey, we'll talk about that after.
Yeah.
What happened to that guy? Because I know he had and then he came back and
the guys that shot the video.
The guy that came with the girl.
Oh, I don't know anything about that guy or his crew anymore. And there was like some weird shit there that we're not gonna talk about here. Actually, jealousness. That's what fucking almost got me killed one time. Jealousness from a man who was jealous of me talking to a girl that was not that guy, but like someone in that circle. But that's like we're not gonna go into that. Like,
but what about the other one?
Which
your other older situation that was intertwined with somebody else, and you were. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we cannot talk. Yeah, there's stuff. There's
stuff so you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know what you're talking about. We're not going to talk about that. But Alex Great trying to get me murdered. Like, landlord, let's set up those security cameras because now he's putting shit on the airwaves. No, it's all good. But that's the thing. No, jealous men is like, that's even scarier. I mean, jealous women, it's like a little scary because I know chicks that have put guys in the hospital.
Really?
Yeah, and I can't go into detail on that.
I do know a chick that broke somebody's rib.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about that one?
No. Tell me. I mean, or you can just whatever. No Snitch podcast.
So, No Snitch podcast. No Snitch podcast. So, how can I say this without anybody knowing? So, second video you shot, first verse.
Mm-hmm.
Baby mama.
Okay.
Broke his rib.
Damn.
Broke his rib over being at somebody's house where females were.
Damn.
Pulled up, got him good.
Wow.
I forgot what she hit him with. And then I was with him one day, and she hit him in the head with like some cement. It was like a paper.
Semen?
Cement. Cement.
She said it's cement. Like it was like a silent T on that. So you pull up and she hit him with some semen. Okay. Oh, that got freaky quick.
But no, it was like I don't know why it was concrete, but it was like concrete wrapped with like shiny paper. It was like a party little favorite thing, but it was like, I guess it was weighted so that it stays down, but it was like concrete in that shit, because like we opened it up there and they was arguing and she fucking hit him in the head with that shit. Cracked him. It was fucking crazy.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, I went home that night. But
yeah, I would too. Fuck.
But that was their relationship though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, some people there's that. Some people make it work with that intensity, and like personally, it's not for me. And I try to communicate that, and that's all I can do. But no, I mean, I was never injured, thankfully, knock on wood, from a jealous woman. But someone who I knew. It was a jealousy situation, and supposedly, allegedly, this is just like through the grapevine that I heard, she was driving his car, they got out, he was trying to get her out of the car, she's like, I don't want to get out, he reaches in through the window to try to grab the key out of the ignition, she rolls up the window on his arm and drives off.
Yeah, you told me about this story.
Yeah, and I don't know if it, I've heard about this like secondhand, so I don't know the full details, but I do know there was like some crazy intense jealousness there, deep-seated issues and so it is like, that's why that shit like unsettles me, and I'm like, I'm not a violent person, I'm very much like, look, if you like someone and you're going to be loyal to them, like if I like you, I'm going to be loyal to you, like I will show that through my actions. And if you start accusing me of things like that I'm not doing, I used to be, because of like my levels of empathy, I feel so bad that you're feeling this way. Mm-hmm. Like, so I want to like I really want to prove to you. But then it's like you start just fucking up, and I've ruined long-term life things from bending over for people like that. And
so you like to bend over for people like that?
I used to like to bend over for people like that because if I cared about them so much, I'm like, look, how can I show that I'm not like this person that she thinks I am? But now I realize, like, if someone is making up false things in their head about you, run.
Yeah. So with that being said, can jealousy be a warning sign of like deeper insecurities, like unresolved issues within that person, like you know, like underlying issues?
Yeah, I think it. Of course, and I think it's, maybe something
happened. I
happened.
put way too much water in this cup.
Oh, yeah. You're on that water.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's some good water.
I'm overly hydrated.
Yeah. Well, you can hang out for a little bit, I'm not going to kick you out of here.
Yeah, I'm good.
I got to show you this new game after, actually. Anyways, we're on the podcast still. The underlying issues. Freaking, no, I mean, that's what it was. That's what... In my long relationship that I was in, why I stayed in it so long was that I was like, fuck, I know about, like, she's told me about the past things that have happened to her that she grew up with, both in her family, past relationships, and I was like, I'm not that guy. I continually show her I'm not that guy, but that's the thing, it was always, like, taken over. And there were a couple things where I kind of fucked up, I didn't cheat or anything, but, I have female friends, and, like, I was like, I stopped hanging out with my female friends over time. Like, I've reconnected with them since then, thankfully. But there were, like, years where I didn't see some of my female friends because it would be every time I would hang out with them, whether she was there or not, it would be like, she likes you. She clearly likes you. This is, like, people I've never even fucked that I would hang out. Like my sisters, basically. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, can somebody can your spouse, can a partner, can a boyfriend or girlfriend have too many friends from the opposite sex? Like, do you think that there's like a limit? Is, like I said, and I'm sure it's not a number like that just seems irrational to be like, yes, once she has 6 male friends, that is too many. But like, is there a limit? Like, can your partner have too many friends of the opposite sex?
Yeah, I mean, going to your point, I cut it off at 7.5 guys. She can have 7 guys and one little person.
One little person.
And that's it. Beyond that, you get to 8.5. No bueno. No, I think
8.5, bro. Like that's average
don't
for my people.
Don't. God damn it. I can't say numbers. I can't say cement. I can't. Oh, you said cement.
I said cement. Yeah, you fucking weird.
But we can't. This is us. We're very immature. No, I don't know. There's no. It's.
I'm not immature.
It's all about the.
I'm childish.
Okay. I agree. I feel the same way, to be honest. But look,
I'm very mature for my age.
Yeah, you mature, childish motherfucker. Yeah. No, but going back to that, I think you could have all the friends of the opposite sex in the world. It all depends on what actually is going on and what the actual vibe is. Now, if you have friends that you're flirty with in front of your partner, and your partner's not comfortable with that, and they communicate that to you, and if you are comfortable telling your friends, hey, we can't be talking like that because it makes my partner upset, and that's something that you are comfortable doing, then I think that, no, there's no limit. But, yeah, then again, it's just like a compatibility thing. Like, if your partner can't handle having friends, and maybe you make jokes that your partner may find uncomfortable, and you can't live without that, and you need to have those friendships over your partner, like once ultimatums start being thrown out, then I think it's bad.
Yeah. Okay, so I feel like this is a really good question for men and women. So I called a very good friend of mine's, and I'm going to get her opinion. Are you here?
I'm here, but I'm about to go through the tube, so I hope I don't lose you.
You about to get your tubes tied. What?
Wait, what is that?
I'm going through the tube in Alameda.
Oh, the tube in Alameda, under
the what?
Under the freeway or under the water.
What is this, like Wizard of Oz style shit?
You don't know about the tube in Alameda?
I'm acting like you've never been to Alameda.
I've been to YouTube, but I've never been to Alameda tube. Okay.
Ask the question. If she cuts off, we'll know why. It wasn't disrespect.
Okay, so yeah. She better not hang up on me. I'll call her ass back. leave a voicemail like that last person.
Don't ever leave a voicemail like that. I will lose all my respect for you that we built up over all these years. If you ever leave someone a voicemail like that, unironically.
Okay. Right. I won't do it. Okay. This is the question. Can your spouse or boyfriend, husband, whatever, can they have too many friends of the opposite sex?
Ooh.
Like, because it's like, I don't think it could be a number, because a number is too random. It's like, oh yeah, they can only have 6 friends. It's like, now they have to cut down their list to 6. Like, that's hella weird. But can it be like can it get to a point to where your partner, your boyfriend, your husband has too many friends from the opposite sex and still be in a committed relationship with you? What do you think as a woman?
I feel like men are usually the ones who trip off of stuff like that. Personally, me, myself, as long as I've known about this person since we first got together, I've met this person, I've been around this person or these people, I feel like it shouldn't be an issue. Also being transparent about your relationship, because it can totally be friends with somebody that you've had sex with previously, because I'm friends with people that I've had sex with previously and we're not having sex anymore. We're just friends.
Yeah. I'm friends with people I haven't had sex with.
And why
can you hear Spinny?
Why are there not more women like the one who's on the phone in the world is what I want to know, who have this outlet?
A lot of women are very insecure. A lot of women are in competition with other women.
Okay, so let's dive a little deeper. Let's make it
for men too, though, I think.
Yeah, I'm saying there's a lot of people that are insecure, but let's dive it deeper. Let's say you're dating a guy and like I say, he has female friends. But it's like you meet his female friends and let's say he just has 5. We'll start with just the 5 that you met, the original 5 you met, right? But he's fucked 4 of them. And he's letting you know that he fucked 4 of them. But you've met all 5 of them and you feel like one friend, you get a kind of vibe like she still want to test drive that Porsche.
The one he hasn't fucked yet?
No, the one one that he's definitely tackled already. We'll keep it simple. One that he's tackled already and you getting the vibe. how do you think you deal with that? Like, does that weigh on your relationship if you ever find out that he's like out having drinks with her, or if she's there when he's out chilling with a group of friends and she's just there? What do you think your response to that is emotionally, or as a woman, how do you feel, or do you have to have a conversation with him now, or is it just like, nah, they're out in a group setting, like, let us know what you think as a woman.
I actually was just about to say, like, they should only be going out in group settings. Another thing is like, this is where knowing your partner comes into play.
I agree.
Yep, super important. Trust is important, and like
like you said, having that level of trust with whoever you're dealing with. Because if you don't have that trust, like, why are you dealing with them? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But
because you got to be able to trust your partner. It's not about the other people on the outside. It's about your partner personally, and like what they would do and how far they would go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just because I'm chaotic, what if he asks you at one point in your relationship if y'all could have a threesome with this girl? Now, how do you feel?
Oh, we finna break up.
Whoa.
Right to the answer on that one.
Okay, I found the breaking point.
Yeah. No, well, people. Well, here's the thing, bro. Like,
because
some people are into that.
The questions you asked me were her wanting him.
Yeah.
Now, him bringing it to the table that us having a threesome with her is him wanting her.
But what if he just wants a threesome and then it's like, this is my friend?
Well, then you better find a stranger.
Yeah,
stranger danger. You did not learn when you were younger.
No,
stranger danger.
No, I mean there are like swinger sites.
I also never had a threesome, so
yeah.
there's that.
There's swingers.
You're probably territorial.
There's swinger sites where you can meet people that are swingers that are into that, and if your partner is into that, like that, see, that's a whole other thing. And I feel like the swinger culture, like the polyamorous, like that. I feel like a lot of that is born out of tackling their own jealousness and being like, yes, we can have multiple partners and like all be open and okay about it because But but that's too much for some people, and as long as the boundaries are set and you've talked at the beginning of a relationship, like, yeah, I would do something like this, or no, absolutely not, and that's clear. Like that's something you have to.
I think some people lie in those moments though, and then when they get into that situation, they're still super jealous.
Yeah, that can happen.
Have you had to deal with that?
That can definitely happen.
Friend?
Me personally,
yeah.
I've always only had monogamous relationships, so if you go outside of shut up.
Damn.
So if you go outside of that, then it's betrayal. But if we set that up in the beginning, like we're gonna have an open relationship or we're gonna be poly, then that's just what it is from the beginning. Like, I can't trip off of you doing the same thing that I'm doing. Yeah.
And that's a conversation that has to happen towards the beginning, because if you're like saying I'm in a relationship with this person, but one person's definition of a relationship is like, oh, I've been in polyamorous swinger stuff all my life, or, within the past years, and the other person is not, and they say we're in a relationship, I think a lot of people assume that relationship means it's going to be exclusive, but I think that is, like, this day and age, something that just needs to be talked about early on.
Okay, I have another question for you from a woman's perspective, because I want to get a woman's perspective on this. Can jealousy be a warning sign of deeper, like, insecurities or unresolved issues? Like, have you ever had to deal with, like, somebody being jealous of your situation, or male friends you had, or just you existing?
Jealous of my situation?
Just jealous. Just have you had a jealous lover? Like, and can that be a warning sign for, like, deeper insecurities or unresolved issues? Like, just personally, do you think so?
I mean, I can't say that it was jealousy. I can definitely say it was some insecurities. I don't think it was jealousy.
What about friends? Because I know you girls like to pillow talk with each other. Do you think that they have? Your friends have encountered any situations where a man was jealous and he didn't really have any merit, but he was still jealous? Which, like I said, which in turn is really insecurity, because you can't be jealous of things that you're making up, because you have your own personal things that you need to resolve.
No, I think I got a pretty good group of friends.
Oh, damn, that's a good group of friends? Wow. That was very judgmental. That was very judgmental. This is a judgment-free podcast, okay?
Yeah, judginess, not the topic today.
Yeah. The topic is jealousness, not judginess, okay? Can you chill out? Like, good Lord. That was crazy. Golly.
I mean, at this age, I feel like I weeded out people that I could not trust or had jealousy issues in the past or were judgmental, either what I was doing or I was judging them. Like, I can't rock with your lifestyle. Like,
So
at this point, I got a good group of friends. Like,
Yeah.
we all support each other. We all show up for each other.
Yeah, but it's happened at a certain point. I feel like everyone has to go through that. Like where you're at now, I feel the same way. It's like you pick your friends, like, and the older you get, the wiser you get, and the more things you go through and experience, you recognize things like that can be toxic, and like you either squash it, open it up, air it out, squash it, or it's something where it's like, okay, this is like, you're not someone I'm going to be friends with, and you get your circle a little tighter.
I like it when the circle is tight.
Oh, I don't even know why I said that. I should have known you were going to say something like that.
What? What's wrong with a tight circle? What's wrong with a tight circle? That was not. I can't say anything on this podcast without being judged. I think Spinny's jealous of me because of my tight circle. The tight circles that I enjoy.
Whoa.
I enjoy a lot of tight circles, and I think Spinny's is jealous of it. Yeah. So I need your opinion on this last thing, and I'm gonna let you go.
Spinny likes tight circles too.
Nah, I'm more of a loosey goosey type of fella.
Loosey goosey. Okay, so last question. Are intuitive feelings of jealousness valid to express? Because I know as a woman, I feel like you guys have that a little bit more than men. So if your intuition is telling you something about your significant other without any real proof, do you think that's valid to express to your significant other?
To your significant other?
To him.
Probably not.
Thank you.
They're for sure gonna deny it. That's number one. And then you're gonna put a wedge in your relationship.
Yeah. Real talk.
So I guess it just kind of depends. Like, do you want to fix the relationship and keep it going, or is your ego more important?
Oh,
yep.
Oh man,
Ego-ness.
I wish we weren't recording, bro. I would pull down my pants right now. That was nice.
Yeah,
that was real nice. That was fucking dope.
That's why you're the person that we call. Thank you, anonymous caller, friend. No Snitch podcast. You could identify yourself if you want.
No.
Oh no.
But you should come out drinking with me and Spinny. Like she's super dope. Like super dope friend.
Good vibes.
Like this is a friend that I've known this friend longer than I've known my daughter.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
So thank you for your input. We appreciate it. We might call you again at some point in this podcast. This is season 2, so I hope you enjoyed season 1, and I hope you'll enjoy season 2 also.
Yeah, like and subscribe,
right, y'all.
And come on the podcast sometime, please.
Yeah, we got to bring you on the podcast or something. We got to make you cook or something.
Okay, bye.
You know what women's supposed to be.
Jesus Christ, no, you don't have to do that. Look, no, whatever her Ness is. Hey,
beat up. Domestic violence.
Wow,
we need to speak on that. Yeah. Let's speak on domestic violence.
D-Venus. No, but also, think about your Ness and whatever Ness you want to talk about.
You think about what Ness you want to talk about. We'll bring you on.
I've enjoyed hearing you on the phone, and I would enjoy to meet you in the podcast room.
Yeah, because sometimes we need feminine energy for subjects. So yeah, think about something that you like. Say, I'm sure you watch the podcast, so.
Oh, I've watched all of them, and sometimes you do need a little feminine energy in there.
Okay, we'll
tone down these dick jokes. We need more pussy jokes.
All right, peace.
Bye, y'all.
Later. I'm sorry. Should I not have said the pussy thing? Was that weird?
No, she has a pussy.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hey, you do too. Hey, the pussy's actually on camera next to you. She's taking a little nap there. That's very cute. Meow, come tickle the kitty cat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, just for me, I mean, she really summed it up nicely, the intuitive thing, and that's kind of, I think, the last thing we were going to speak on. And I think that, I mean, like, I've heard of this, and this has happened to me, and I've heard numerous people where it's like, oh, I dreamed that my boyfriend cheated on me, and I woke up mad at him. You know,
Yeah, that's fun.
Like,
that's wild.
Like, and that's like an extreme. Like, if you're like legit mad, like I get, but that's the thing. Dreams. Well, I talked to with a good female friend of mine, who I have fucked, but we're like just friends, and we're like good friends.
Oh, sure.
No, stop being jealous. Stop feeding the jealousness. She's actually a good friend, but she made a great point, which is that dreams, like even though it's a dream, that is a lived experience. You are experiencing that. So if you are it's not a lived, but it's like you're going through it. So if you have a dream where your significant other cheats and you wake up upset, yeah, of course, no, that's natural. Like that's your brain telling you, I care about this person.
And then...
I'm nervous about this, but that's going to my next point, which is okay. Are you gonna be pissed about him for something that went on in your mind, or are you going to conduct yourself in a way that sounds so weird for me to say that after what you said, but conduct yourself in a way that makes like that better. Insecurity go away and make your relationship better.
I'm telling you, it'll definitely make the insecurity go away with me.
Yeah, there you go. It'll make a lot of things go away with him. Might make things go all over the place.
Hey man, I tell chicks all the time, man. I used to be a rapper. I made a song called Fellatio, not sex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He like it a sloppy toppy.
Yeah.
Oh, who doesn't? But
I like to touch a good tonsil.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm a mandible mangler.
Oh my god. Okay. This has gotten now every chick that's watched this that has thought, oh wow, these guys are so insightful. No, they're just a couple of fuck boys. That's what they think. That's what the people think. I would never. About it.
Oh man.
You never fuck a boy? Is that what you were about to say?
But it was going to come off as like homophobic, so I just
I had to say it for you.
Yeah, I cut it off.
That's some white shit. That's going. So, did you ever feel jealousness when you would hear some of my friends? I remember you saying like some of the Brazilians or whatever saying stuff that's very gay, and like your friend was like, "What? Like, is he gay?" And you're like, "No, that's just white. Like that's some white shit."
Yeah. I had to explain that to some of my black friends to where they think that my white friends are gay, and I'm like, he's not gay. He's just white.
Yeah.
Like and it's kind of weird to say, but it's hella true. And the way I try to like, if somebody like really dives deeper into it, the way I try to explain it to people is that like America is majority white, right? So they're the I hate to say this word, but they're the dominant race in this country.
Wow.
They're the majority race. There we go. I found a better word.
Good
job, Brad.
I got weird.
This has gotten
very weird for me.
Yeah. they're the majority race in this country. So they live a little freer because a lot of things that are part of this country, they have people that look like them that are there. So they get to live their life a little more like themselves. And when you're coming from my demographic, people feel like they have to adjust and adapt to fit in. So then they can't be their full selves. And sometimes, like I said, you can be a straight male and act gay or say some gay stuff and not be gay. It's just being funny. I was being funny. Yeah. But like in the black culture, it's like you have to exhibit that strength and resolve in all situations. Yeah. So you can't play like that because you ain't gonna let them play with you like that. Yeah. And I like I said, I really it hurts my heart for my people not to be able to live life free. It's like there's still a level of mental bondage. Yeah. And
fuck.
Yeah. It's like I say, we got a little bit deeper in this little part, but
no, that's real though. That's some crazy. That's some like heavy real shit that.
And that's why I'm so free during this podcast, is because I want people that look like me to understand we don't have to, because I've had people see people do stuff on the internet and be like, oh, he's not black because of something he said or the way he acted. Yeah. And how is that? How are you
gonna gatekeep someone from their own
for what they really are? Like, and that shit, and like I said, that's something I would love for if our podcast didn't do anything else but break that stigmatization that black is only this. Yeah. Because also a lot of our people, like I said, it may be jealousness that's tied into it from systemic
Yeah.
properties and just historical factors.
A lot of fuckery that's gone on historically and
Yeah,
is
yeah.
perpetuated by numerous people.
Yeah. That our people, my people, we like to leave things in a box, and we like to make a lot of negative things correlate with ourselves. Mm-hmm. You know, like one thing I like to always bring up to people is that like black people took over ghetto. But ghetto is actually a Jewish term. Jewish people lived in ghettos.
Well, it was a Nazi term. Yeah.
But I'm saying,
But it was no.
it was
But yeah.
that was the ghettos. You know, it was something that Jews had to live in.
Yeah.
But now, it's like we took something that was negative from somebody else's culture, and now ghetto is something black.
Yeah.
And it's like we only take the negative things. We don't take the positive things. So I want us to take more of the positive things. And like I said, sometimes being quirky and being free and happy regardless of what anybody else thinks of you, that's being black too.
Yeah.
You know, fuck what everybody else thinks.
Yep.
You know, like you can be black and be weird. You can be black and be quirky. You can be black and love anime. You can be black and be a furry. You can be black and be whatever the fuck you want.
Yep.
On God, Jesus, Buddha, and Allah.
Yeah. Can I be black?
Not quite.
Well, you know what? I feel, you know, you said my people, and I'm like, I feel like you are my people. I feel like what, because just on the mind shit, bro. And even though there's like I have a lot of jealousness about your dick and whatnot, it's fucking great. No, I think we talked about a lot of real shit in this one, and we got off topic at times, but I think it was like valid and awesome. And,
yeah, most definitely.
And it's a good vibe, and we've been going for like an hour and a half. This is a long one. This shit flew by.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
It's a long one. That flew by. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
I throws this.
You're making me jealous again. Is there any last thing you want to tell to the listeners of What's Your Ness podcast before we get the hell out of here?
Okay, yeah. Like I said, we got real at the end and everything like that. But I just want to let you guys know, like, when you're out living life and people are exhibiting jealousness against you, and you know, in those weak moments that you're having, and you exhibit a little jealousness to somebody else, I want you to always remember, whenever you become jealous and you see yourself having jealousness of someone else, I want you to always in that moment, to every single time, choose happiness. Don't choose those jealous feelings and let it spiral and get you to thinking about how somebody else doesn't deserve what they've earned and what they have and what you don't have and what you should have. I want you to always think that, to be blessed for what you still have, because if you're still alive, you still have time to better yourself and to progress. So I want you to, every time somebody's jealous to you and every time you feel jealousness to somebody else, to always choose happiness instead.
Yep, absolutely. And I've chose happiness tonight. Like, I was so tired today. I've been dealing with a lot, getting a lot of insane texts, and like I've been gaslit. I've been gaslit.
You've been lit by gas?
Yeah, but yeah, that fire.
Yeah.
But no,
you gotta eat less beans.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, this has been a nice night, and this is like, we're on the podcast, but I just want to say, like, I appreciate us doing this and like being able to talk. Like, this has been so, like, I feel like it was like cathartic to like talk about this shit, and like, and this is like ongoing shit that everyone has to deal with in some form or another. Sometimes jealousness can be like mildly annoying, other times it can be like insanely scary, and sometimes those feelings can intermix. And like, it's been like a rough week and a half for me, and it's been like super dope to just like chill and talk about this. So like,
that's kind of why we did this. Is like it was something going on in personal life, so we was like, let's speak on it while it's fresh. Yeah,
and I felt like this was. I feel like, and that was some great points with your friend too. I can't wait to have your friend on.
Yeah. She's super dope.
Yeah. So with that, thank you all for watching. If you've watched this far, or maybe you just saw some clips, however it is, make sure you like and subscribe to the page. Send clips to your friends. We're on Instagram at What's Your Ness. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/@NessCulture, and NessCulture.com if you want to buy some dope ass clothes, like dope fits, like this hoodie. We got all types of shit. Welcome to season 2, baby. And we are going to keep these seasons coming indefinitely because we love to keep you coming. And with that, I hope I didn't make anyone jealous, but I'm gonna fade out. And yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. Fuck those guys. I'm never jealous. I was just trying to, relate to these fucking peons in the world.
No, literally, I'm a man. I don't have emotions.
Yeah, like, how dare?
Yeah.
Like shit. My cock gets hard. So,
No,
I drink beer and I vote Republican.
Wow. Oh, dude, bro, we're still recording. Oh, fuck, I forgot.
Why would you let them know that I'm black? I can't vote Republican.
Jesus. You ain't black.
Cut it off. You ain't black.